When it comes to low CC sport bikes that are perfect for people to start on, CFMOTO really knocked it out of the park with their 2023 450SS. The problem is, once you get enough seat time in on this motorcycle, you're gonna start to realize its major issue. And no, it is not the engine in this thing, it's the suspension. From the factory, the suspension on the 450SS is pretty soft, which is great for city riding. It soaks up a lot of those bumps and makes it a little more comfortable to ride. But what happens if you want to take this bike to the next level? Today, we're going to be changing out the front and the rear suspension and the tires on this bike to see how it performs on a track. So once we get it all installed, we're going to take it to a track and I get to find out, have we created the best low CC sport bike, or am I going to have a really rough time getting around a track? Let's find out. And guys, before we get into this video, got to talk about the sponsor of this video, which is us. It's WBRgarage.com, which is our website where we give motorcycles away, and this is one of our 2 current giveaway motorcycles. We're giving away our 450SS as well as our 300SS. So if you guys want to enter, you can go to the website. It'll tell you exactly how to enter. And from this video going live, we only have 1 week before the entries close, and you can't get any more chances. And there's 2 motorcycles being given away. So every entry you get it 2 chances to win a bike. So it's a pretty awesome deal. Check it out. Website will tell you how to do everything. And that's the way one of you guys will win this beautiful 450SS, you lucky SOBs. All right, let's get this suspension upgraded. To make this bike perform more sporty, we decided to link up with guys over at Bitubo who make race suspensions for the 450SS. The thing about suspension setups is that it's all about getting the setup made for you. Not only did Bitubo send out the front and the rear kits for me, but I also got to get on a call with their in-house setup expert, Devis, who has set up bikes for top level racers. So setting up a system for me should be no problem. We had a long convo on what sort of riding I'd be doing and my weight with my gear on and everything like that, and literally everything else, so that he could make the custom setup just for me.
So guys, here's what we're looking at here. This is our rear shock from Bitubo, and here is the most important part of this rear shock. Here on the right side, indicated with the blue, is rebound. You can see it says high and low. You give this guy a twist and you can adjust your rebound. On the other side with the gold knob, we have C, that stands for compression. Shows you high, low there. And then to adjust the preload, that's what this little hold circular area is right here. All of those adjustments are what we're looking for in a professional rear shock and front shock. And this has already been adjusted for my height and weight with all my gear on. So I don't have to do any adjusting to this because that's what we already got done. This was literally made for me, but whoever wins the motorcycle will be able to adjust it for themselves, which is super freaking cool. All right guys, when it comes to the front forks, these are the cartridges that are going to go inside of the front forks. So the bike actually isn't going to look that different in the front forks, except for the very top. If you guys can see, you can see this is where the adjuster is. So this is going to be the only visual difference of the forks after we get these installed. Now, as far as the adjustments on these forks, they are fully adjustable. So each fork is going to have its own preload, which is this outer turn. And then if you turn this individual fork, this fork is going to specifically handle the rebound adjustment. And that's what that little hole is in the middle. So overall, the forks are still going to have the cool look that they currently have, just we're going to swap out the internals and we get a different top part. And then if we open the other fork, you can see that there is a small C at the top. This one is going to control compression as well as preload. They each have their own individual preloads. So yeah, we'll just have those adjustments on the top. And again, pretty similar look to the other front fork. All right, guys, there's a top-down look at the rear shock and the new front fork internals that we're going to be getting installed. Now, this is going to handle our suspension problem, but that doesn't help our tire problem. Let me go grab those and show you guys what we're going to be working with. So guys, when it comes to rubber for the bike, I got in contact with my boys over at Continental, and they said, since you're going to a track, let me send out our Conti Race Attack 2 Street tire. This is essentially a track tire for this motorcycle. So this is going to be a hilariously sticky tire and should be the exact opposite of what is on the bike now. So not only are we getting a custom suspension built for me on the bike, but we're also getting a race tire. How freaking cool is that? I cannot wait to see the difference of how this bike responds and reacts once we get it on the road. And guys, that's it, if you want to call it that. We have a totally different style of tire. We also have the rear tire, just I ran out of space. So we've got the tires solved, we have the suspension solved. The only thing we have to do now is get it installed. So let's cross our fingers and hope all of that goes well. Let's take it over.
Oh, after this entire day, Trevor would not get on camera to do his hero shot, and he said to put his card there. This is his card. Come get worked by this guy.
All right, fam. It is time to head out of WOW, the gracious individuals that they are. If you guys need work done on your bike, come see Trevor at WOW Motorcycles. Holy shit. Dude is an absolute champion. Thank you so much, Trevor. You are awesome. All right, let's see what this awesome motorcycle feels like now that we got some proper suspension and rubber on it. The entire bike feels different. I don't know, I do not know how to translate that to you guys. Just the level of feel, it now feels like a small Ducati or something like super nice and premium. All from suspension and tires. I wish CFMOTO would offer a 450SS like R or something that was like a little more expensive, but it came with like a really nice tire and a really nice suspension, because this bike now feels so much more premium. It wants to key leading over, dude. Yes. Oh my goodness. Those Conti Rays are not messing around. You know, I'm on a bumpier road where typically I would be like, you know, this is where the suspension would be really nice if it was a little softer. But here's the thing. You get the suspension and you can set it soft, like the rebound and compression, and then when you're gonna go do a track day, you just like tighten it up. You can literally adjust it to whatever you want. But even as it is right now in race spec, still does not feel bad on the street. Is making me want to ride a little faster. That could be an issue. Dude, I can't lean the bike over and not giggle now. It is involuntary. All right, guys, I'm just gonna sit here and like continuously babble about how fun and giggle inducing this thing is, but we're on the street. The real proving ground is going to be taking this amazing suspension and these amazing tires on this bike to the track. So let's cut to the track footage and see how this thing does up at our buddies over at Atlanta Motorsports Park.
All right, guys, sorry it's a little windy, but we are out here at AMP, Atlanta Motorsports Park, the only track I trust to come and do my videos at. Shout out to them for letting us have a member day and get out on the track with the 450SS. Guys, we got it here. Everything is ready to go. And now I gotta wait for the motorcycle sessions to start. But at that point, we finally get to start pushing the 450SS to limits it's never felt before. With this Bitubo suspension and the Conti Attack race wheels tires, I think this thing is going to be night and day. It already felt crazy different on the road, but road riding and being able to push on a track are two totally separate things. So I am very excited to see what this feels like, and a little nervous, if I'm gonna be honest. All right, I gotta fit my butt into a tracksuit and then I'm headed out on track. I should also clarify when I say the words at pace, and I want you guys to keep in mind, this motorcycle is a giveaway motorcycle and we give it away in like a week. So while I will be pushing the motorcycle today, I will not be reaching for the outer limits of my ability, because obviously I don't want anything to happen to the bike. So asterisk with all that. Okay.
All right, my friends, the blue flag up there means that it's motorcycle time. And I just checked the weather, and it looks like Mother Nature's not gonna let me do more than one session. So I basically have enough time to do one session and then enough time to do the outro of this video. So what I'm gonna do is, for this session, I'm just gonna enjoy it. I got all my cameras rolling, I'm gonna enjoy myself. Probably won't do any talking, but we'll do all the talking at the outro. So let's go enjoy the final ride on the 450SS, because after this it's giving away, man. It's kind of sad to think of it like that. All right, well, only one thing to do. Go ride. I've never experienced what I'm experiencing here. I can send the bike all the way over, suspension's feeling phenomenal, and I start dragging my knee and I still feel like there's so much tire left. I've never felt like that before. Then again, I've never ridden on a race tire, so maybe that's normal. Like right there, my knee is on the ground and the bike still feels totally planted, totally fine. Let's hit her 100 one more time. One more time. Oh man. Oh man, what a good bike. God, I'm gonna miss
miss this one. I am gonna miss this little beauty.
All right, my friends, as we wrap up this entire video, the only thing I can say about upgrading a tire and suspension combo on this motorcycle is it feels like an entirely different motorcycle. The tires have so much side profile. I am just throwing this thing into a turn. I'm dragging my knee, and I have never felt so much like, dude, you're not even scratching the surface. You can just go so much farther over. But tires are so good. The Conti Race Attack, whatever's, I'll have links in the description for them. Those are phenomenal. They offer so much confidence and so much grip, just throwing it over. Now, the suspension. Is it expensive? Yes. Did it cost that much? Absolutely. But let me tell you guys, a low CC bike with really nice suspension and a nice set of rubber on it is so freaking awesome. Now, I will say AMP is a kind of a medium to low speed track, so we don't have any of those like giant straights here, and that makes this track absolutely gorgeous for a 450 platform. It has ample power. I'm playing around in 5th and 4th and 3rd, and then I'll get up to 6 on this long straight at the end. You guys probably saw a couple clips. I would get to 100 something right here at the straight. It was just awesome. Everything I thought that this bike could be with the suspension and with the tires, it absolutely is. I'm so glad that I had the confidence in that power plant to just really invest to make this bike a small little track bike. Looking back at it now, I know we're about to give it away, so it's like, it sucks to find this out now, but this is such a good platform to do track days on. I will say that in the past and in our 1,000-mile review, I said that the body position I wasn't a huge fan of, but out here on the track in the track suit, like just getting it leaned over, the bike felt at home. So I guess it suffers the same situation as other sport bikes. It's made to ride and stuff like this, and that's where it feels at home. And I cannot say enough good about this bike. I love it so much. Now with the suspension, this bike is just totally different, guys. It's absolutely insane. And guys, as of watching this video, when it's released, I think there's 1 week left before we're giving this and our 300 away. So if you want a chance to win it, wbrgarage.com, do it while you can, and then the bikes are gone and we'll move on to whatever our next bikes are. But guys, I could not be happier. I've had this bike for a year now. I've rode all types of stuff. I've now done a track day with it. I love this bike as a little track bike. I could legitimately see, after giving this bike away to one of you guys that are one of the members over at wbrgarage.com, I could literally see myself buying one of these and building it up just like this to come and do track days with. It would legitimately be worth it for that. So if you have a 450SS yourself and you're like, I want more out of this motorcycle, I would highly recommend you getting new tires first, because you're gonna feel a massive difference with that. And if you get to the point where you want to go even farther than that, consider looking into suspension. This bike has plenty of power. You put a good set of suspension on it, it totally changes. A lot of shout outs here, guys. Shout out to Bitubo, the suspension. I absolutely love them. We'll have a link in the description down below. Thank you to Continental for sending out the tires. Thank you AMP for offering us to come out here on the track. And finally, thank you Wow Motorcycles for installing the suspension and the tires. Those guys are absolutely phenomenal over there, and that's where we're getting all the work done on the bikes right now. Love working with those guys. We'll have links to all those guys in the description down below. And guys, thank y'all, all the members for WBR Garage. We would not be able to build cool bikes and get to do stuff and dig into these bikes like we do if it wasn't for you guys being members on our site and supporting us. So I really appreciate it. It's really cool days like this that I, try to take a step back and realize that I get to do some really cool stuff, and I wouldn't get to do that if it wasn't for you guys. But yeah, guys, that's all I got. Outro crew, let me know after you like the video, can you see yourself having a small CC track bike like a 450SS, and would you invest into the suspension and into the tires and stuff like that? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm Chaseontwowheels. You guys go out there and ride safe, and we'll see you on the giveaway video. That's gonna be fun. Later, guys.